I got a couple of vintage comic books for you. First one here is Avengers Number One. That's what started the movie craze that you know today. And then over here, we've got a Giant-Size X-Men Number One.
Yeah, and what happened with the X-Men is just all the movies. I mean, I think there's been like 7 of them, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay, and the Avengers came out a few years ago, and my 11-year-old son literally told me the Avengers was the greatest movie ever made.
There you go.
Where did you get these?
Well, this actually came from an original owner collection out in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
This one actually came by way of a trade for some original art.
This is definitely the first Avengers that ever took place.
That's exactly right. And you know, back to this one, too. I mean, that's the new X-Men lineup. Wolverine and a lot of the characters that are known today. The rest, as they say, is history. It's an extremely popular franchise.
And what grade are you calling these?
This one's, I believe, is a fine plus to a very fine, between a 6.5 and a 7.0. It presents in near mint condition. And this one's in the same range, maybe slightly better. I think this is a fine, very fine, maybe a 7.0 to 7.5 right in there.
Okay. How much you want for them?
Well, this one, I'm looking for $4,600.
Okay.
And on the Giant-Size X-Men, $1,200.
All right. You can grade them at one thing, and I can grade them at another thing, and all that means nothing in the real world because you got to have a real grading company grade them.
Man, in Avengers 1, that's a thing of beauty. This came out in September 1963. Marvel had gone through some tough times, and with Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, they were really starting to have a rebirth with superheroes. And Avengers 1 just took all of these characters that had their own books and brought them all together as a superhero team. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby brought all of their popular characters together because Daredevil 1 was actually supposed to ship that month, but Bill Everett was late on his layouts. So real quick, they concocted the Avengers with their existing characters, boom, put it out, and now it's a billion-dollar franchise.
So, what grade are they?
Let me start with the Giant-Size X-Men 1. The colors are great. There are a few imperfections, a couple of creases.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's a 7.5. So that would put it at around $550, $600.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. The Avengers 1 is beautiful. There's a little bit of chipping up here. But the main issue I felt was the tanning. The cover's pretty tan. The interior pages are a little cream.
Okay.
I probably would land on 6.5. I'm thinking 4,000, 4,200, somewhere around there.
All right, so what's your best price on these?
You know, this one, I don't know if we're going to get there. I need 900 out of that. I mean, this one, I would do 3,800.
Okay. I think we're way out of the ballpark on that one. So this one's worth around 4,000 bucks. Let me have it for 2,900.
I would like $3,800.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 3,200 bucks because if I hold on to it and the next movie does well, I should be able to do well with it. It's more than a fair offer.
Well, I appreciate it, but that leaves open the obvious. Let's meet in the middle at 3,500.
No, it doesn't.
No.
I go 3,200 bucks on it. I mean, that's more than fair. I'm gambling on this next movie being big.
Tell you what, if you come up to 3,300, you got a deal, but I can't go any lower than
No,
that.
3,200 bucks is what I can do. You know, it's anything more just doesn't make sense.
I mean, you're gonna let $100 get in the middle of this deal?
I'm not letting $100 get in the middle of this deal. You are.
I already came down twice. I mean,
it's the best I could do. It really is. I barely feel comfortable at 32, much less 33. So if you can do the 32, we got a deal.
all right. Well, I appreciate the offer, but I just can't get there.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too. Thanks a lot.